And so we started digging back. We started looking into history. We discovered a law called Title IX. And a lot of people think Title IX is just about sports and equity, and it has gotten a lot done in that arena as well. But all Title IX says is that regardless of your sex, and now it's been interpreted to mean gender as well, you have an equal access to education. So I told you I like school, big nerd, started studying case law. Found a case in the 1970s called Alexander versus Yale. 5 women filed a complaint against their institution because they were being sexually harassed by their male peers and professors. Looking back to the 70s, Andrea, myself, and a few others said if they could file a complaint for being harassed, sitting next to your perpetrator, not going to the library at night, all of these things, sexual assault should not be a part of your educational experience. So we decided to file this Title IX complaint. We're young 20-somethings, no law degree, no money, but we said we're gonna do this. And so we called a few media outlets and they laughed. They said there is absolutely no way that a bunch of students can take on a 200-year-old university. 3 months later, it was on the front page of the New York Times. And when that happened, students from all around the country started reaching out saying, me too, me too, me too. And that's when we realized how big this was an epidemic. UNC was a microcosm. And we didn't file this big complaint to make it look bad. We did it to show others that they have a right to a safe education. And what happened at our university was just a microcosm of our larger culture. So the film, The Hunting Ground, which you just saw the trailer for, premiered at Sundance and followed our journey. And all the way up into this year, we were at the Oscars. And I stood on the Oscar stage, 50 other survivors, Lady Gaga, and looking out at all of these people. Is that what we've come to? That you have to stand on the Oscar stage to be believed and supported? Our challenge to you is that no, it doesn't have to be that way. And that's one of the reasons my colleagues and I, we founded the organization, but also wrote a book. And in Adam's talk, he was talking about those 5-minute things you can do. One of the most important things that you can do for a survivor of harassment or violence is the title of our book. It's called We Believe You. Unfortunately, it's a radical act of activism to believe a survivor in a culture that tells you to do exactly the opposite. We believe you. I'll leave